Hey, so today I came here to do a video on poetry about bullying. And I know everyone's probably tired about hearing about it, bullying this, bullying that. But I just find it a really important thing that we realize how much it's hurting people. Especially since I was on the side of bullying for most of my life. Me and my friends I've almost lost a few friends to suicide. I had a few friends who were cutters and everything. I mean, there's even family members who have gone through bullying or just some depression. And I just think that people need to realize what they're doing. So I'm going to read 4 poems to you today. And just try to keep an open mind about everything. And don't just listen with your ears. Listen to your heart and listen with your brain. Or else it's not that much of a poetry of what I'm trying to get to you. So the first poem is Just Because poem. I had written this a while back, a little bit ago, for my creative writing class, and I wrote it because I started going through some bullying problems and I was really upset. So I just wanted people to know, just because of everything they call me doesn't make it that I'm everything they say I am. So here we go. Just because I'm different, don't treat me like a criminal. Don't talk and laugh about me behind my back, because I'll hear it no matter what. Just because I'm different, I'm not stupid. I'm not a freak, and I'm not a deviant by heart. Just because I'm different, I'm not perfect. I'm not a norm. I'm not a loner. Just because I'm different, who cares? Let me be myself, for I am me, and you are you, and that's all that should matter. Just leave it at that, and we'll be fine. So that was my Just Because poem. And next is an I Am poem. It's kind of all metaphoric and simile, just comparing what they feel like being bullied and everything, about being treated badly by people that they care about and love. So here we go. I am a sufferer of the bubonic plague, avoided by all, and soon locked up in my own home, on my deathbed, close to it. I have already made peace with this pain. I am ready to die, for this is what is meant to be. That's the end of that one, and it's just really depressing because this person's actually saying, I'm going to die. This is what's going to happen. And they're okay with it. And that's not right. That's not right at all. And that's what people need to understand. The next one is just someone who hides feelings. Like, this one's actually closer to what I was like. I used to pretend I was happy. I used to pretend I was apathetic. Yeah, I believe that's what you call it. And I went through stages like that, and for so many years I would pretend I would be happy in front of my friends, in front of my family, until it got so bad I would break down. Sometimes, most of the time it was by myself. I would end up hurting myself, not cutting or anything. I would just end up punching walls, throwing stuff, breaking stuff, getting cut by glass when I'd have to clean it up. And it wasn't as bad as some people who actually get really hurt because of these mood swings. And that's actually the name of the poem. It's called Moods. I don't get it. I can seem to be happy 1 second, and then I feel as if I died and went nowhere. I'm stuck as an empty shell, lost in my own world, but I cannot move and talk, like I'm a regular being that's not empty inside. I have no emotions except for sadness and anger. I cannot feel anything like most. All of this pain is the nothingness of life. I can write things with meanings behind them, like my life being hidden. May have a hidden meaning, but I won't know the meanings until I am normal. But what is normal? What is the truth towards my life? Is at times I am a pathetic person who thinks in pictures mixed in words, than what is made into a story that can be real, fake, or either. I will roam around looking for an answer that I cannot find. I'll be lost in a forest with no paths in my head, where I cannot just think myself out of. I will think in words and pictures to figure out my path. It's not like the Wizard of Oz, with an obvious right way. It's a path I make with my own hard work, just like Alice did. Maybe I have to work far harder to find my way home, to find my way out. So that was the end of Moods, and I'm kind of sorry I kind of messed up a little bit. It's very fine print. So next is more of a suicide poem almost, and it's called Death by Blade. And I wrote this because I feel like if one person can try to help someone, it can make a difference. It can save someone even when they're in the brink of snapping, of dying. One person can save them. And that's what this poem is about. So here's Death by Blade. Looking at the blade makes my arm itch. Thinking of all the wrongs instead of rights make me want to put out the lights. I want to die for all the tears I have cried. I hate being mad and sad, but I'd rather be glad. Eyes dull as life ends, but death is not the end. Looking back makes my heart bleed, and I want these feelings to leave. Leave me be and let me die. I no longer want to be the girl who only cried. Please just leave me be. The blade is part of me. When I don't hold my arms, they itch, and my heart is aching. It misses my old friend, who has been with me since I was a child. My parents are stupid and do not know. I take the blade to my wrist, to the major artery, and start to press down. I hear an angelic voice telling me to come back, and that I do. I wake up in a hospital with a boy my age at my side, and I can see he is happy that I'm awake and alive. He speaks first in a quiet moment follows, but people pour into my room. I never thought I had so many people that cared about me, that people loved me, but they do, and I'm glad I found out, even if it was almost too late. I even think I might have gotten a date. For this, I'm glad that I did not get a death by the blade, that I did not die for my own stupidity, for my own pain. For now, I'm starting to understand. So that's the end of that one. It's kind of there, but I just wanted to share that one. And here's the last one. It doesn't have a name. It's just shorter. And again, this person's thinking of suicide. And this person tries to think of it reasonably. This is actually something I wrote when I was thinking of something like this, of hurting myself in such a way. And I don't even remember how I snapped out of it, but I did. sometimes I think back and I wish I had. In moments that I didn't, I felt like that. But anyways, here is the last poem. I know it's wrong to think of death when I have people who will miss me. I just want people to see the true me, the only me. What happens when all you want to do is cry, but nothing will fall from your eyes? How can you keep doing whatever you did before, acting like you don't feel, you don't have pain, that nothing like this had happened? What happens when you want to give up and the world comes crashing in? And when I see the true world, reality, will I like it or will I hate it? What I see, will I finally find him? Can I get a Mr. Right? Have a happy ending? Happiness I am not similar with. It's forgiven, but it makes my heart race whenever it is close. I know it's wrong to think of death with all these people who will miss me. But still, they cannot see me, and the only me. That's the end of that poem, and I hope you liked it. It's not exactly a save-in poem. It still ends with the person still thinking about death, and it's not. I wrote Mr. Right, but really, I was just thinking of trying to make the world right, trying to find a happy place, a place where you can be and be loved and be safe. That's something I've been wishing for a long while, and a lot of people don't understand that. They ask me, why am I not safe? Don't I have a nice home, a nice family? And the truth is, I do. I have a decent home. I love my mother. She would do anything for me. But on the other hand, the person who people call my father is different in this poem. So, anyways, before I get into any more depressing details about my life, I will end this poem with a note of just telling people to stop and think before what they do, before they act, and before they speak, before they do anything. I mean, it might not just be out of bullying. You might just want to joke around, pull a prank. You may not realize it's hurting the person there. Excluding a friend because you don't think they're like it. It's not just that, we might not like, your friend might not like it, but it's best to just ask. Like, hey, we're gonna go out to do this, do you want to come with? And if they're like, oh, kind of seem iffy, it's like, if you don't want to come, you don't have to. Just don't pressure people to do something they don't want to. Don't try to bully without thinking of it. Don't cyberbully, which is a lot what's going on, is people just attacking each other, and it's stupid. So much bullying, so much joking, and people don't realize how much they are hurting others. I think that's how I'm going to end this off for tonight. I hope that you stop and think before you act. Because what happens then is what will decide the rest of your life sometimes. The feelings you'll feel and the guilt that you feel, possibly. So, good night. I hope that you understand some of what I was saying. So, thank you for watching. If you like it, push like. If you want to know more, see more of me, push subscribe. And I hope that you all enjoy this. And we'll keep on and share my poems and everything for where other people can be touched. That sounded weird. Oh well. So, it's nighttime, so night, it's morning, morning, evening, good evening, hello, goodbye. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's not, well, happy future birthday. And I just hope that everyone will have a decent life. Bye.